Hello, welcome. I'm going to be showing you how to connect a noBGP MCP server to Claude. So I'm in my Claude account. You do need a paid Claude account to connect external servers. So I'm going to add a custom MCP, noBGP MCP. The URL is preview.nobgp.com/MCP. Okay. So basically it's connected, or it's configured, but not connected to my noBGP account. If you don't have a noBGP account, it's going to basically ask you to create one, or it will create one for you when you give it its email address, when you give it your email address. So that's not the email I want to use. So pygpt@nobgp.com. So I want to use this account, log in. It's going to send me a code. It's going to ask you. Now it's connected. Now if I go back to the chat side, I will see that the MCP is connected, and I can ask it for some information. Show me my noBGP networks. Okay, so after I asked it to show me my noBGP networks, it found the default network. It said no nodes are available. So now let's try to get my Raspberry Pi connected to my noBGP account. So help me install noBGP on a Raspberry Pi. So this is going to go and construct a command which I can use to install on my Raspberry Pi. Okay, so I'm going to copy this command. This is an SSH window into my local Raspberry Pi. So I'm just going to run the command. The command is going to install noBGP and any dependencies that it needs on my Raspberry Pi and register it to my account and my network. Great, so that's done. So now I'm going to go back and show me my noBGP networks. Same command I did before. And now I have one Pi4 demo, which is the same host name I have over here. It's connected and running. No services published. So let's publish a service. Create a private terminal URL to access for the Pi. Okay, so what I'm asking it to do is basically give me a URL, which is private, which only I can use, which I need my noBGP account login to get into, that gives me basically terminal access into my Pi. So whenever I'm away from my local network and I can't locally SSH into my Pi, I will be able to access it through noBGP. And I will show you a couple ways to do that once it creates the service and publishes it. Okay, great. So it created it. It says here's the URL. So I can go and use the URL, and it will create a terminal to my device. Great. I also have, if you go to app.nobgp.com, the ability to see my network. So again, this is my user. I have a default network. There's a Pi4 device on there. If I go look at the device, I have a terminal and I can actually open it, and it's just, this is actually a very cool, nice little window within a browser, but I can access my terminal this way, right? So I don't have to remember what the URL is. I can just go to this dashboard website and then find the URL from there. Okay, so that's great. I can access my Pi remotely. Now let's try to do something a little different. So create a website about flowers. Publish using Nginx, and then give me a public URL to share. Okay. So what I'm asking it here to do is just create a website, something that Claude can do on its own, install Nginx on my Pi, set that up, and publish it so I can share that website with other people. Okay, so it creates a website, gives me the URL, gives me a little summary of what the website looks like. I can open the website. Looks good, right? So if you go and plug this URL into any browser, it doesn't have to be on my computer. It should work. This URL probably won't work by the time you're watching this video, but you know, it did exactly what I asked for. Great. If I go back to show me my networks again, that same prompt we've used a couple times now. It should also list the two services that I'm sharing. I can actually see the same thing if I go into this and I click the Pi. I should have a flower gallery URL and the Pi terminal. Great. So basically anything you can think of, you can ask Claude to do for you and run it on your Pi. So install applications, pick your favorite application from GitHub, install it, run it, make edits, config changes on your Raspberry Pi, whatever you need to do. To learn more, find out other things you can do, watch other videos, follow and subscribe, and yeah, list those two things there, Pi Terminal and the Flower Gallery. Please share your thoughts, feedback, what you've done that's been cool with your Raspberry Pi and noBGP. Of course, this works with other devices, not just Raspberry Pi, so any Linux device you can go and install noBGP on and use it as well. Thanks for watching.